fans who embrace the character and fight of this team.
We strive to embody this passion
and present a fan-first perspective
without all the fluff. Enter the K-Gun Report.
Season 2.
The first season was exciting for 24/7 Buff Fandemonium.
Talking football, connecting with fans, and having quality conversation.
This season we're stepping it up, and we want you all to come be a part of the conversation.
On March 9th, 2021,
the K-Gun Report
is back.
Let's go, Buffalo!
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now. This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
Is there an echo in here? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 24/7 Buff Fandemonium presents the K-Gun Report, episode 21 of season 2. I'm Jarrod. Joining me tonight, we have Swank.
Yeah!
And Scott.
Hey!
And the Fandemonium. Welcome everybody to the show. Just quick thing today, it's a giveaway show. So what we're going to do is we're going to give away a little bit of a Matt Barkley card right here.
You're gonna
let me flip it around.
You're gonna give it away. Give it away.
So if you leave a comment in tonight's live show, you'll be put on the wheel, the Fandemonium wheel of destiny. All right, but that's not it. We're also gonna get rid. I don't have a dig shirt. Yes, I do. We're gonna get rid of all of these too.
There you go. With the card, you'll get a Notorious shirt. We have medium to 2X, so hopefully nothing bigger than that wins. Perfect. Like Jarrod said, leave a comment during the live stream and you'll be entered on the Fandemonium Wheel of Destiny for your chance to win that.
Yes, absolutely. And if you guys were noticed, we put an update on the episode a couple days ago, and there's a reason why. And I'm going to let Scott take over for this one.
There's a reason why is Fandemonium 24/7 Buff Fandemonium. Jarrod, Swank, and I decided, our partner at Buffalo Autographs, www.buffaloautographs.com. The owner for that group actually had a rough couple weeks, and without going into a lot of detail, Ryan is home. He's healthy. He's doing his thing now, but he had a rough couple weeks, and so in Ryan form and Buffalo Autographs form, we decided to pay it forward a little bit. And what we're doing is having a week-long donation drawing. Okay, and what that means is I have my Cash App and my Venmo up on the screen. Hopefully Swank already has it up there. It's $5 a spot, and you can buy as many spots as you want. And what that does is, like I said, it's going for a week, and then next week's show starting at 8:30, 9 o'clock, we'll do the random number generator to find out who wins these two prizes. We have a Taron Johnson COA authenticated jersey, home jersey, right there. And we have an Andre Reed signed mini helmet. You notice there's no card there, but it does have the COA tag on the back. It's one of those things that the three of us came together and we decided, let's do something for Ryan. He had a rough go at it the last 2 weeks, and we know damn well the guy would get the shirt off his back for us. So I don't think he knew, guys, what he was getting into when he signed up a partnership with us. But, we're Mafia. We're family. You're part of the family. We're going to help you out however we can, man. We're here for you, and that's what it is. So it's a week drawing raffle. $5 earns you a spot. Get as many spots as you want. we'll do the random generator next week to find out who wins those two things.
Yeah, and real quick, I mean, that runs all the way from right now, so you can be sending your information right now to Mr. Scott Reed's Venmo and Cash App. About to put that information right back up on the screen for you. There you go. So you can hit those right up now for $5 spots, as many as you want to hit. All this money is going directly to Ryan to help him out because he's been such a rad guy to us. So hit him up, win some cool shit.
Mm-hmm. Show him that jersey again, Jarrod.
Here it is. Taron Johnson. There's the Beckett. There's his name. You see the jaw.
Ja.
Johnson.
Does that say, it says H-O-R. What does that spell?
Sound it out, Swank.
Hey,
Sound it out.
it's the least we can do for you, Ryan. You've done a lot for us. We know you're a family man. You're part of the Mafia family with us, so we're doing this for you, man. So I know you're on the show tonight. Thank you for everything you've done, and I'm glad you're doing better.
Hell yeah.
Hey. Sorry, I got a little short of breath. I got a little short of breath and choked up during that. That's just how I get during these kind of things. So go Bills.
Hey, speaking of Go Bills, man, we got Alberto Rivera saying, hey guys, Go Bills. And we got our boy Chancey Shank back on the comments. And he says, what's up, fellas? Thanks for getting me through work today on that hot-ass roof. You're a roofer, dude?
How many roofs you put up, Shank?
Well, he's
All right,
not gonna answer you right now, but he'll get back at you.
How many roofs can you put up? How many roofs can you put up in a day, Jarrod?
As many as DMX.
Not many. All right, guys. So we got a little bit of news that we had happen this week, a little bit of scares that everybody was jumping up on, but then we're going to focus a little bit more on our starting 11 on offense, what that's going to look like, what the backup's going to be, and I think some of you have some surprise cuts that are going to happen. All right, let's get the monkey off the back here. Let's get the elephant out of the room. Austin, Texas, Buffalo Bills. Swank, have you seen any of that, and what do you think about that news?
Man, I'm gonna do new shirts. This is giving me a new shirt idea. It's just gonna be two simple words. And please, if you have kids, cover their ears. Fuck Austin is what it's gonna say, with a big 24/7 on it. It's overhyped, man. This is just a negotiation tactic. Every owner does it. Like, if he can get the city to pay for the whole thing, he's gonna do it. And it's not gonna happen. The stadium's gonna be built. I'll give it a 0.01% chance that they're actually going to leave. They're not going to leave. Austin just came out of his mouth. They've done several reports with like government officials in Austin that have no idea what anybody's talking about with it. He's literally just playing a little bit of hardball so that he gets some tax funding.
Yeah, I've seen that everywhere too. Nothing's really coming out of anywhere. And it's just, you mentioned something to this passionate group of people and the media, and they're just going to run with it.
I think it's a bunch of BS. Like it's a leverage thing. Like Swank said, every owner does it. And I don't even think Jerry Jones will allow it to happen. I mean, he put up quite a front when Houston was trying to get a team with the Texans. So it's just one of those things to talk about until the season starts. But I can't see that happening. I can't.
All right, good talk.
Stuff.
F Austin.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
There you go. All right, so let's get right to it then. Let's talk about our offense this week. Who the starters are going to be. We might as well start right up front. Scott, I'm going to let you lead the way. Do you guys want to approach the whole line, or just want to start at one position at a time?
I think we can do whole line.
Yeah, let's do the whole line.
All right, Scott, who are you starting 5?
Okay, starting 5. I have Mitch Morris at center. He's got 2 years on his contract, and the next 2 years he'll take a pretty heavy cap hit if he leaves. So he'll be there for a while. John Feliciano manning the left guard position. I know the Bills just came out with some news. He hurt his shoulder, but I haven't heard anything from that. So hopefully it's nothing too major. Cody Ford is going to be my surprise right guard. The guy's come back from injury. They had him at right tackle position when he first came out as a rookie. I don't think that was the right spot for him, but they tried it. He showed some glimpses, but I think he's more natural at the right guard position. So I'll have Cody Ford manning the right guard position. Left guard, our man who just signed a 4-year contract last year, Deion Dawkins, and Darrell Williams, the third. He just signed a 3-year contract with the Bills. He's going to be the right tackle for a while. Pro Bowl caliber right tackle in my book, and that's who I see manning the front.
All right, that's a nice line. I like that. Got a little bit of different view from my end, but we'll let Swank go because he's shuffling his hands together so rigorously. No.
Well, my buddy, I was just popping through some comments. Troy Petito just notified me that we're up over 30 again. So, thank you guys so much. I love our dudes. Our dudes are so sweet.
Lisa just asked, any news on Dion Dawkins? I know he's out with a non-football related injury. That's all I'm going to go with that. I've heard some rumors.
Yeah, he's in COVID protocol. But nobody knows exactly what the lengths are anymore. So any information about whether, if anybody cares whether he's vaccinated or not, I don't think you're going to be able to tell. I do know that he was on the field today. He wasn't practicing, but he was on the field. And so there was another guy that was on COVID too, and I can't remember his name right now.
Ike Bulker?
Yeah.
Yep.
They were both out there on bikes. So, my offensive line.
Go ahead, Swank.
We got Mitchie Morse. We got Dion Dawkins. We got Mr. Williams. We got Cody Ford.
There you go.
And then we got Mr. Feliciano.
Mm-hmm. We agree, Swank.
We do. Right. That's why, you and I are just two twin peas in a pod, Scott?
I mean, I'm feeling good about that Ford pick. I think this is his redemption year. The guy's still got 2 years left on his rookie contract, and I think he's got a lot to prove. Mm-hmm. And now he's playing in a position I think he's more familiar with. So,
well, and he's got like that whole like mindset thing, right? Where he said he was talking to a lot of people in the offseason. He's kind of come in with that new focus. Like, it seems like he, just from his presser, that like he said he hasn't smiled in practice like in the last 2 years, and like he's happy and he's having a good time. So
it's that comfort level, right?
Yeah.
That whole team's smiling. Look at the way even their photo ops a couple weeks ago, right? Even the fans are smiling. There's just that certain feel that this Buffalo Bills organization has been working on the last couple of years, and I think that's finally here. Everybody's happy. They have one goal in mind, and you know what that is. All right, you guys want to hear my starting five?
Yep.
No, let's move on to who the backups are going to be.
All right, so my first backup. All right, ready? Here we go. Here's my center.
Time out. Sorry, real fast. Eater.
Yep, you got it.
Eater, you're the man, dude. He's. I think he's the first one. He said he just sent his donation through. So,
nice.
Big up to Mr. OG Eater. Let's keep it going. I'll throw that information up on the screen while we're sitting here just talking about the starting 11 on offense. Just to clue you in, if you got your starting 11 right now, we're on the offensive line. Jarrod's going to blow your mind with a whole starting line full of backups, I think. Go ahead.
I think we got one. Mitch Morse is leading the way with center. Okay. I have Feliciano at right guard. I have Lamp at left guard.
Oh.
Lamp.
You love Lamp.
I love Lamp. Right tackle, Cody Ford. Left tackle, Dion Dawkins.
So the man they signed for 3 years, the Pro Bowl caliber right tackle, you don't have Darrell Williams starting, huh?
No. I have him backing him up.
Okay.
Ballsy call, Reed.
I can't see them spending that kind of money just to have him back up a guy that struggled there in the past, but
you'll see. You might as well write it down.
If they're listening to us today, if you're listening to us today, McDermott, don't listen to Jarrod. Jarrod likes to take who you would normally think the 5 starters would be and just throw in curveballs because he wants to be the underdog kind of guy. He always has been that way.
Well, man, it's like it's playing the odds, right? So it's like if you go and you put $1,000 in Vegas right now that the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl, there's like a 1 out of a million chance that's going to happen. Jarrod lives in that 1.
But you're saying there's a chance.
Just saying there's a chance.
All right, guys.
Real quick, I saw early in the comments, Ryan Hickman hinted towards check out Buffalo Autographs, the Facebook page after the show. So when you're done here, go there.
Troy Petito also sent in his donation. Thank you so much. Keep it coming, guys. And remember what you're entered for, because we love you. 100% of donations are going to Ryan, but you are going to get a chance to win that jersey down there or that helmet right chair.
That's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. And if you just leave a comment tonight, during the live feed, Barkley and
Brent, I'm on it.
Got it. Notorious Dig shirt. That's what you can get tonight. All right. Who are your backups, guys? How many linemen are you keeping, and who are the backups?
I'm keeping 9 linemen. I'm going to jump right in there.
All right.
I like it.
I love what the Bills did with their
I have
third
12.
round pick.
I have 12 linemen. Go ahead.
With the 3rd round pick and their 5th round pick. Tommy Doyle and Spencer Brown. Those guys are monsters, 6'8". I think they can gain a little weight with that size, but I have those two being our backups for tackles. Spencer Brown is a hell of an athlete. I forgot what score he did for an athleticism score, but he scored the best you can get. The guy's a monster. He's picking fights with Ed Oliver, which Ed Oliver held his own against a 6'8" monster, so good for him.
Dude.
And then I just see those guys learning as they go, learning the system. Those 3 preseason games are going to be huge, and I think those guys backing up my tackles. So that's what I have 5, 6, 7. My 2 other guys are guard positions. Potentially could play the center. Forrest Lamp, Jarrod, you have him starting. I have him as my backup. He's got a 1-year prove-it plan, but I don't think he'll make the starting roster. It all depends on what happens with John Feliciano, obviously. And then Ike Boker did enough, I think, last year, grading high with the guard position. I think he did good enough last year to earn himself a starting spot this year. He's also on a 1-year contract, but he's ranked high, so he'll be a backup for Cody Ford.
We got Chancey Shank weighing in here. He's saying that Darrell Williams was so underrated last year. The guy went one-on-one with some superstars, and they didn't get near Allen. And I agree.
Yes. Well, he had a group. Yeah, he played very well. A lot of our linemen got high scores, played very well. That's why it's going to be interesting to see. Scott, you mentioned in the messenger to Swank and I earlier that you have a surprise cut. Is it on the line?
No?
Okay. Well, wait then. Oh, you guys like my laugh? Anyway.
Be patient.
Be patient. We have another donation. Jeff Consoli, he said, I'm in. We got you, Ryan. Thanks, Jeff.
Hell yeah.
Guys, keep it coming, man. This is awesome. All right, Swank, who's your backups? Who you got? How many offensive linemen do you have making the roster, and who are they?
I think 9 is an appropriate number, possibly 10. I think you keep both rookies, and I think you keep Bakker. And, man, I don't know. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's,
The preseason will tell us a lot.
yeah. It's really hard to get that deep into it. Like, I think, like, value as far as position goes, like, you need O-linemen. They need to keep as many as they can. But I also want them to keep as many wide receivers as they possibly can, because I think that is very important for this offense as well.
Right.
The big number for wide receiver is 6. We'll get there in a minute. Yeah, it's hard to say. I got a lot of good linemen. Like I said, I had 12 people. I have 12 linemen making the team, and practice squad, whatever. But it's hard to say, you know. That whole
Keep in mind, Jarrod, or fans, Jarrod's starting roster is going to have 76 people on their roster, so he's going against league rules and
get them all.
I think he had 40 defensive players last week.
I came from a small school, about 157 graduation class, and we didn't cut anybody. We kept everybody. So I don't want to, it's one of those things. Swank, Scott, we've mentioned in weeks before, our team's getting better, so there's going to be players that we don't want to see go. Do you know what I mean? More often than not. Fred Jackson was one of them a couple years ago, but this year it's going to be a handful. It's going to be a handful of guys that are going to be going to a different team and playing. So that's going to be hard. Yeah, I have Williams playing backup. Scott, who do you have for the backup center?
Feliciano could fill that void if he has to, and Ike Boker can play that position too. So I had my center/guards.
Okay, because Morse has had his concussion issues, so he was my hesitant starting center.
Did you guys see those the sweet helmets that they were all wearing today?
The bubbles,
overly padded ones.
It's good. It's a good idea.
I think it's an amazing idea.
Yeah.
And also, I was listening to Mitch Morse's presser. Did you guys listen to that at all?
No.
He was talking about how at first you feel goofy, and like he's a guy that's had concussions, so like he thought like at first he was like, am I the only guy getting this? and then he saw like everybody on the line had it, and he thought it was a perfect transition because like those first couple days with your helmet, your neck gets kind of sore anyway, like while you're getting used to wearing it again. So just introducing that with the extra weight and the padding and just taking that extra step to make sure that you're safe, like he said that it was cool because obviously we all busted each other because we look like idiots, but also like it was helpful, and it gives you like a little bit more confidence knowing you're being safe.
Walking around looking like Kelso.
Yeah. So do you think Mark Kelso was actually the only guy in the Buffalo Bills organization to actually wear that from the practice field to the starting game?
Yeah.
Ryan, do you think you can get those foamy helmets signed for us? All right, guys, let's just go straight back behind the center, lining up underneath or in the shotgun position. Quarterback. Swank. I know Scott's itching. He's a quarterback guy. Let's let you lead the way for that one. Who's our starting quarterback? And who's backup? How many backups are we going to have?
Josh Allen is going to be our starting quarterback.
Oh, that's weird how you say that.
Yeah, I know. Mitch Trubisky will be his backup. And I am going to say that we say goodbye to Mr. Fromm, and Davis Webb finally gets his opportunity to maybe dress a day or two here and there, but mostly be on the practice squad.
Webb was there in the practice squad last year, and he was used quite a bit for that practice squad quarterback because he's very agile and he's athletic. So, okay, I like that. Scott, is that your surprise cut from?
No, I actually have three. I have three quarterbacks coming.
The only reason I keep saying that is because Scott mentioned when he threw a messenger to Swank and I that he had a surprise cut that we would be shocked at. So it's probably at the wide receiver. Yeah. Go ahead. All right. So Swank, you have Josh Allen, Trubisky, and Davis. All right. Davis being on the practice squad type thing. All right.
Yes, sir.
Game time decision. I like that lineup. Scott, what do you got?
I got good old Josh Allen starting for reasons I think we all know why. Mitch as my second guy, and I do have them carrying a third, only because I think practice squad things and all stuff will probably be different than it was last year, so you have to kind of carry the guy in your roster now. That's my three guys. Trubisky, I don't know what's going to happen this preseason because now we have news of Carson Wentz missing at least 8 to 10 games this year.
Oh, big news. Surprise. I can't believe it.
Can anybody tell me who their backup is?
An Indy? Nope.
It's not Jeff George. Jacob Easton. I think they drafted him.
He's a decent quarterback, though.
He played a game once.
In high school. So who knows what these and I'm trying to find out. There was another quarterback that went down within the last couple days. So as long as those guys keep flying off the shelves.
Stidham went down. So Cam Newton's their starting quarterback regardless, right?
No. Well, so I don't know. And Quentin Nelson for Colts, he also had same injury Wentz has. So those guys are struggling right now. They're falling apart. But no, those are my three guys. And if maybe we can squeak, if one of these guys in the other divisions get hurt and need a quarterback, I don't know if the Bills would keep Trubisky for that year just because of the whole plan with him, or if they're willing to trade him away. And the same goes for Jake Fromm. So
I'll tell you what, I really want him to not play this year. I want him to be on the team this year. And I think it's more just insurance, like an insurance policy. But you know that big baller ass Bean, if he gets a good offer, man, he's gonna take it. And no matter what, he looks like a genius. You know what I mean? Like, you stole a starting quarterback with a winning record, and he's your backup. You know, he's probably the most competent backup in the whole entire league, and you stole him. And
Josh Allen is making a great relationship with him. Obviously,
yeah, absolutely.
We've seen that.
Yeah,
he's becoming a great friend.
Dude, Josh Allen,
likable guy.
If anybody doesn't like Josh Allen, they're an idiot. There's no evidence to hate Josh Allen at all. You don't have to hate on him anymore. You know what I mean? He just is such a likable guy. He says all the right things. He's determined. He came from nothing. All that stuff. It's a great story, and he is exactly what we've been waiting for. I could lush on him forever. But what is up with all these dudes just having bones floating in their foot, man? Like Carson Wentz. Dude, you just you have an old piece of bone floating in your foot and it just started acting up all of a sudden during training camp. I don't know. It's lame. Yo, Really
St. Patrick
fast.
Hughes, they
sorry.
got a guy by the name of I just had it here, Brent Huntley. So yeah, he did sign with the Colts, so maybe he'll be their backup. But
He's
still
got some
another great name.
experience. He's got some experience. Yep.
Mhm.
There's another name out here. Brent Tomlinson donated to Ryan. That's awesome. Thanks,
Hell
Brent.
yeah. Yo, Brent, do you want to do shotguns next week for the giveaway show?
You guys going for beer for beer?
We're going to do shotguns. If you're in, I'll do a shotgun with you for real.
There you go, get her done. Jared, that was an easy one.
Yeah, it was. Let's
Who
go.
are your three quarterbacks, Jared?
All right. So I have
I'm
Josh
bringing Frank Reich back from the Colts.
Allen, Trubisky, and I have Fromm staying.
Okay.
I have Fromm. His NFL IQ is pretty high, and last year he sat out. He was our backup COVID guy who really had no interaction with anybody. He stayed away just in case. But man, sometimes that 1 year away, just to watch how the game's played and watch film, could be very beneficial. And now that he gets a preseason game, a couple of them, it's gonna be interesting to watch. Which, Scott, before the show even came on, how many days until the first preseason game?
10.
Damn. Swank, what's your finger up for? What you got,
My
bud?
finger's up for this comment that's coming down there. I forgot which one we were on. Our buddy Birdo, man, I can see Rivers coming back to the Colts. That's a great point, dude.
Yeah,
I
are
didn't
they
think
fishing?
about that. That is a really good point, man. I could see that
Don't be surprised.
loser. That little loser.
Is that kind of like who's the quarterback that the Bills went and got when he was shopping off the? Oh,
Kyle Orton.
Kyle Orton. There you go. Kyle Orton move right there.
Yo,
That's
we're
a great
staying
idea.
steady at 30 viewers
Conversation.
right now on Facebook too, by the way, which is awesome. So thank you
Sweet.
guys so much.
Debbie Emerton just showed up. She says, where are we at? We're talking offensive starters and potential backups. And we just talked about the line. We're finishing up quarterbacks. So running backs, wide receivers, tight ends are next.
And
Ross-
Debbie, that simple comment puts you in the running for this Matt Barkley autographed card. And this shirt.
Well, not
Yeah.
that shirt, but one that's clean.
We could give you the one I'm wearing if you want. I can sign it for you. But there's something special going on tonight. Scott, throw it.
Yep. For a week, we're starting it now. A $5 donations for a drawing next week. To make a long story short, Ryan Hickman went through a hard time. Our partner in BuffaloAutographs.com for the last couple weeks. So we're doing 24/7 Buff Fandemonium. Decided to do a little something for him, paying it forward. $5 donation gets you a spot. Cash App and Venmo are on the side here for your chance to win next week. We'll do a live drawing at 9 o'clock for that Taron Johnson jersey and this Andre Reed mini helmet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We got more people saying they're donating multiple times. Please keep it coming. It's open all week long. We're gonna draw it live next week, right? At the end of the show. Is that
I'll
what we're
do
gonna
the first place is that Taron Johnson, second's Andre Reed, and I'll have my phone right here. We'll do 2 random number generators, one right after the next, whoever fits the number. And your number will be based on when you donated. We're not going to do any special numbers like I want number 12. If you're the first, if you put $15 in, you're spot 1, 2, and 3. Whoever's the next 2 will be spot 4 and 5. I'll put the names up there. We'll have everything organized. Random generator will pick 2 names, and those will be the 2 winners.
Maybe we should do like a pinned post in the group and just have what as it's going. We can edit it and add to it just so everybody can see where they're at. Maybe.
Yep, I could start that too.
Sweet.
Debbie, it will be a scratch and sniff shirt if you want it to be. We can make it that way.
Jared,
We can
sure.
definitely make it that way.
Troy, it'll be it's 2 different prizes, but you're putting money in just for the one drawing. So the
As soon
same
as-
names will be up.
As soon as you started explaining it, he said, "Oh, you just answered it."
Yep. Okay.
So $5, one spot. You're in for both drawings.
Right.
Right.
But you can donate as much as you want, as many
Yeah,
times.
please do, because our boy Ryan's a good dude.
All right. Line is out. Quarterback is out. Let's go back to the RB running back. Swank, I'm going to let you lead the way. Again, second time in a row. Who are your running backs? How many you keeping, bud?
Who are my running backs and how many am I kidding?
Keep it. Keep it.
Well, you only you keep him.
As much as I love my boy, Devin Singletary, the motor, and his jacked little elf body he's got going on right now, I'm going to say Zach Moss is your starter for paper's sake. I also say that he only gets like 20 more touches than Motor does. They're going to take the the lion's share, and I think Mr. Breida is also going to be in the mix with that, along with your boy Taiwan Jones for special teams, pleasures, and purposes.
Oh, you have Taiwan in, huh?
Well, he's
Just
going to
for
make the
special
team.
teams, yes.
Yeah. So, that's
so-
my list.
All right. I like that list. I have one guy different than you. So you're going to keep 4.
Me too.
Perfect. Scott, that's your same list?
You guys know who I'm keeping on my 4th.
Christian
The guy I was
Williams.
in love with last year.
Antonio Williams.
But I
Christian
have
Wade.
I have Devin Singletary being a starter and Zach Moss being the backup, spelling him. But it's unlike you, Swank. It's 60-40. I think in 100 carries, the Singletary will have 20 more of those.
Yeah.
I see Breida coming in being that speed, change of pace, third down back. And then I see Antonio Williams, a hard-working kid, a fan favorite of mine last year, and he's working hard again this year. He, in my mind, is a mix between Singletary and Moss, and I think he'll fit the mold for the Bills better than Taiwan Jones will. And I think he'll actually, preseason will show a lot with Antonio Williams, and I think he potentially could beat out Taiwan for that special teams ace part. So,
Really?
yeah. Only because I want him on the roster so bad, and I know the Bills won't.
Dude, I see him.
Taiwan kicks ass in special teams. He's all
Yeah.
over the place, but
Yeah.
I want to see Antonio Williams. He shined during the Miami game last year. He works hard. Before the season even started, remember, he was cut. He was released, signed. They toyed with him a little bit. I'm pulling for the guy, so I have him being number 4.
I like him a lot, and I don't want him to go anywhere. I see him more being a practice squad kind of guy, and the really, really like crappy thing for him is that like I think the only way he's going to get to shine outside of preseason is if somebody gets hurt, and we don't want that to happen again. I think you got 2 guys that have proven enough to show that they're like at least NFL like caliber share touch starters, right? And then you got another guy who's a proven speedster, Taiwan Jones, who's a proven special teamer. So like, man, again, it's a great problem to have. He's got to show out. He's got to show them that he's the guy breaking tackles. He's the guy getting in the end zone. He's the guy putting people on their back during pass blocks. He's the guy like making things happen. So I'm rooting for him, man. But I just, I don't know if I can see the room for him. You know.
And like I said, preseason is going to tell us a lot.
Yeah.
And that 3rd, 4th, 5th running back position will be determined by how they do on special teams.
Yeah, that's what's going to be hard. Like, I don't know, Taiwan Jones, man. He is getting older, but I don't know. Andre Roberts was old too.
Yep.
So for Antonio Williams' sake, you're sitting there at the number 4 last year, 4 or 5 spot, right? You know Singletary and Moss are your top guys. They bring in Breida, and then Antonio Williams is probably sitting there going, okay, what's going on, man? I gotta do something, right? There was a Hall of Fame running back named Terrell Davis who made his name on the special teams, which eventually got him that starting position because he went all out. That's why he's my number 4 guy. I think he makes the team over Taiwan Jones. Age might play a factor with Taiwan, but my starting, I keep going back and forth between Singletary and Moss. Swank, you hit it right on the head with one of the other running backs is going to have 20 more carries than the other one. Each week, there's a different starting lineup, right? So 17 games. Don't be surprised if it's 9-8, 8-9. Moss is starting one week, Singletary is starting another week. So it's hard for me to say, but I'm thinking Singletary is my number 1 guy. Moss is my number 2. Breida, number 3. He's going to be consistently number 3. He's going to be a great passing threat. We're going to have all these awesome wide receivers on the field with Breida in the backfield. That's just going to be a mess. And then Antonio Williams with the 4th spot. That's my – I just went muted, didn't I? That's my take. I shut myself up.
Yeah, see,
Hey,
Dude,
if you
I
say
can't-
shut up in the live comments, you'll be entered to win this.
Oh, let's see. We're about halfway through. Scott, did you want to do that thing?
It's John.
is McLaughlin on?
I think he was here really early. But
He
maybe
was
I'm
really
wrong.
early.
All right. So, yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Let's wait until let's see if John says hey. If he says hey and he's here,
Jimmy.
Jimmy John.
Jimmy McLaughlin Jr. If you're on, say something to us. That way I know you're here because we got something cool that he wants to do, and we'll get it out of the way once we see him. So yeah, Jimmy McLaughlin Jr. Say hi if you're watching.
Meanwhile, you can always donate to the 24/7 Buffalo Autographs cause to help out our buddy Ryan and his family while he's going through a little bit of a hard time. We're asking for $5. You can donate right chair to those Venmos and that Cash App. $5 a pop get you entered to either win that there jersey or that there mini helmet. That there jersey is a Taryn Johnson. She's signed. She's certified. That there Andre Reed helmet, that's signed. That's certified. And that's us giving something to you to help Ryan because he's a good dude. So,
yes,
keep it going. Somebody was asking, Joey Hatch was asking if we were going to make a post about it. I figured that we'd probably do that probably as soon as the show's over because we kind of want to announce it on the show.
Yeah, I'll be hitting it up, saying something every day, just hitting up people and reminding them what it's for.
Oh yeah,
Scott.
Jimmy McLaughlin is here.
Go, Scott, go.
Well, real quick, guys. The man contacted me earlier today. He's got 7 tickets to the Bills practice on Saturday. He's not going. He wants to give them away. So the first 3 people to say hey on my thing will get those tickets. We'll go 2, 2, and 3, and once I say the names and who that is, you're to contact Jimmy McLaughlin Jr. yourself. You guys will arrange a way to exchange those tickets, or he'll email them to you or whatever. But hey, wins you those tickets to the Saturday's practice of Buffalo Bills. Jimmy McLaughlin, nice enough to say he's not going and wants to give them to the Fandemonium. So.
Oh, we got people saying it already. But Scott, who do you got?
I got Buffalo Spartan, John Roach.
Hell yeah. Got one more set.
One more set. This is for the 3. Hey, get you those tickets to Saturday's practice. We got people saying they got to work on Saturday. Lisa's already going.
All right, so those two right now, do they need 3 or just 2?
Don't confuse it. It's 2, 2, 3, Jared. 2, 2, 3.
I know.
Who wants 1.5? Are they willing to carpool together? Who wants to do it? So we got 2 of them out. So real quick, it's Buffalo Spartan and then John Roach. Right now, we'll get those Saturday tickets, and we just need one more person to say hey, and we'll get that involved. We'll get that person those tickets too.
Perfect.
Hi, guys. There's 29 of you. And
Yes.
if you say hey, you're also entered on the Fandemonium Wheel of Destiny for your chance to win a nice little Matt Barkley card and that shirt that Jarrod's wearing. Notorious Diggs shirt's coming your way. It's a package deal, guys. Patrick Hughes. He says, hey, but I live in Orlando, so don't count me. All right.
Love you, Patrick.
Lisa,
guys.
Lisa wanted to know if we're going. I am not. I'm playing shows Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend, which is awesome, but also impedes on me going to any fan practices. I also wanted to mention really quick, Franklin was on the EMD stream last night, and he is in the background of that Josh Allen picture the Buffalo Bills put out of him coming through the tunnel and
awesome.
putting his hand, his fingers up and his helmet down. And I didn't notice it at first, but Franklin reposted it, circling his fuzzy redheaded face in the background, and I was just like, oh my god, dude, he was right in the tunnel. It was awesome. So I thought that was really cool. Also, I wanted to say one other thing. I'm so sorry. Debbie, Canada Debbie, right? Where's she?
Debbie Emerton.
Debbie Emerton. She said she can't do those kind of payments. She's from Canada. I'm gonna Venmo you $5 for Debbie. So Debbie, you are in the drawing, and we'll figure it out a way to whatever. But thanks for coming and hanging out and being on the K-Gun as often as you are from our neighbors up north. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Chancey Shank is the 3rd guy.
Hell
Chancey
yeah.
Shank,
Hell
3rd
yeah,
guy.
Chancey.
So there it is. Buffalo
right.
Spartan, John Roach, and Chance Shank. Get a hold of Jimmy McLaughlin Jr., and you guys can arrange getting those tickets to the Saturday practice. Awesome. And real quick, since you're talking about shows, Swank,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed on the Fandemonium page, EMD, Endless Mountain Derelicts, is playing on our page. And that is Swank that plays acoustic, and he's also got some of his members join every week. So listen in. I saw 10+ the whole time yesterday. It was awesome. And, that's just a little something else that we offer here at 24/7 Buff Fandemonium is some live music.
Oh yeah,
Come
hang
on
out
now.
with us. Come hang out.
Come on now.
Come hang out.
In the background, sometime after the show, Swank, me and Jarrod will talk to you about how much that costs per episode.
Oh yeah, I already have it in writing. You said free. So.
Don't you remember?
All right, guys, congratulations.
I'll take it off my producing rate.
Debbie Emerton, I do have PayPal also and Cash App. So just if you, we've already contacted one another. Swank, I'll have her contact me, okay?
Yeah, however, whatever.
She just said PayPal, so I do have PayPal. We can arrange something.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, guys, I got to throw a position out there that we haven't seen in the last 10 years. But if you want an improved running game, you might want this. You guys have a fullback on the list?
Oh, I thought you meant tight end, huh?
No. Fullback.
Because we haven't
might as
seen
well
that
go
either.
fullback and tight end together.
Reggie Gilliam's making the team.
Reggie Gillen's making
Yeah.
the team. I think he's at fullback, H-back, tight end position.
Yeah.
He does it all. He caught a few touchdown passes last year. He's a second-year guy. He's on a rookie contract. He's cheap, and he's athletic. So let's go to tight. Let's do wide receivers last.
Okay.
I think
I
that's
like
legit. I like it. Tight ends. Scott, lead the way with tight ends. Go.
Dawson Knox, he's the starter. It's a prove-it year for him, obviously. We have already discussed what's more important, the amount of catches in the yards or the percentage of catches. It's definitely percentage of catches. He needs to catch those balls. We saw a couple of nice highlights this week of Josh
That
Allen ripping
touchdown
in the
catch,
back of the
dude?
end zone. That's not an easy catch. That's not an easy catch. I mean, he hits the jugs machines. He had that peripheral eye, and he saw the eye specialist. So hopefully that means good things. It's cuts percentage for him this year. Backing him up is a guy that's going to be right on his heels, Jacob Hollister in my book. He's got camaraderie. He's got rapport with Josh Allen in Wyoming. He was his tight end when he played in college. And then my guy, I've been a fan of him since he came out. He's injured last year. Well, he had the COVID thing last year and cardiac issues with that. But Tommy Sweeney is a guy I look forward to. Great blocking tight end from Boston College. He's also got good hands, so he'll be my third guy. And like we discussed, Reggie Gilliam would be that H-back, fullback, tight end guy. So I have three tight ends, but we could throw Reggie Gilliam in there fourth.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I like it. Swank?
I have 4 tight ends.
Well, Brent Thomason says Ertz, so we got to figure out where we're putting him.
Ertz is
All right, I
Ertz
want
is
to approach
starting.
that.
Ertz is
I want to
backing
approach.
up.
Hold on, I want to approach Ertz after we're all done talking because you can't throw him out the window.
Well, he's thrown out the window. They already said that they want him to play in Philly.
Okay, all right,
So
okay.
here's my deal. Knox, starter. The only thing that worries me about that highlight is we've seen him catch those kind of balls, those high profile, awesome, outstretched, you shouldn't have caught that, amazing balls. He catches those. I want to see him catch one 5 yards out with 2 dudes like 3 yards away from him, where it's just a That's what I want to see. Like, and I think that he's there. I think he's going to be there. I think, you know, God, I want to see him like top 10 in the league. Like, I would love to see him be super productive and be exactly what everybody wants. So he's number 1. Number 2, Hollister. I think you're going to see him pretty regular. I think he's going to be like kind of what Tyler Croft was last year a little bit. And I don't know, he seems to be like a little younger, a little better hands, like whatever. I think he'll have a role to play. I think then you got Tommy Sweens, and I think he comes in and out. But my fourth guy, dude, is Spencer Brown.
They're gonna keep him, right? They want to keep. He's athletic.
Because he's going to be on the O-line, but
Yeah.
my boy Dable, he made this interesting comment during his press release, and he said something about how they like really versatile guys that can play different positions, and that they're not going to be missing that big tight end position anymore with Lee Smith being gone. And I think that means they're going to try
6'8", 310 pounds, and the
that
guy's
big
not
ass
fat.
that big ass body, Spencer Brown on the end, and you got him blocking most of the time, and then every once in a blue moon he gets open in the end zone like Lee Smith used to.
Scott, what
Can
was
you
that noise you
imagine
just made? Boo. That's all you need, right? You block 9 times out of 10. That one time that you sneak off,
Yeah,
that linebacker thinks you're coming to crack him.
yeah.
It's a
That's
touchdown.
that Deion Dawkins sneak touchdown play, right? But you could pull it off enough to where they'd really have to cover it seriously. Like,
You have to think about
which
it.
would be insane. And he's
Joey
huge.
Joey Hatch wants to remind us that Gregory Russo played tight end, and he just recently made a defensive
true.
end transition. So hey, who knows? We'll see number 50 out there playing the tight end there. Dennis L. Alexander says he should drink more. What are you drinking, Dennis? We want to know.
Yeah, Fandemonium. Let us know if you're drinking with us tonight. We sure are.
Yeah.
Jared, who are your 4 tight ends?
All right, so you said
Who
4.
are your 7 tight ends, dude?
Well, here's the thing.
Pete Metzlars, Keith
it's a great
McKellar,
point.
Rich
You say-
Roll, which I would not mind.
Scott
any of those
Chandler.
3. Yeah, right.
Drew
who's your
Brees.
4th? Swank, who's your 4th guy?
Spencer Brown.
Spencer Brown.
Why can't he play fullback?
That's a huge fullback, man.
Yeah,
That
but
tall ass.
here's what I'm saying.
Can't bend.
So
the
I
ball.
have 3 tight ends, but I have Reggie Gilliam as my fullback, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So
fair. He was
if
tight end
you
last year.
say he is legit enough, if they have their certain amount of number on the line that they're keeping, but he's not one of them, and you got to keep that player on your team just because you can't let him go. He's an athlete. He's gonna change the game somehow. You keep him on the team, tight end or fullback. That's a great spot for your guy to jump back and forth.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get rid of Reggie Gilliam because I love that take. That fullback's gone because your guy's going to take over that position. Dawson Knox, number 1. Hollister, number 2. And Quentin Morris is my number 3 guy.
He's making some noise in camp.
All right.
Yeah.
So I like him. He's my dude. He's my dude. All
All
right.
right. All right.
All right. Here we go. We've been waiting for this all night long. The big discussion about the wide receiver core.
And notice I haven't had a surprise cut yet.
Here it is.
Diggs.
Oh, man. Who are you cutting?
Huh.
Who are you cutting?
Cutting Diggs.
All right. We'll let Scott go last then. Swank,
Yeah.
how many receivers you keeping this year? Who are they?
Oh man. So,
Debbie wanted a drum roll.
dude, I want to say 7 is what I want to say. And I think it's important to keep a lot of them because we use a lot of them. We had a comment earlier, I think from my boy Brent, that said, forget running backs, go 5 wide all the time when we were talking about running backs. And I love that mentality because we had to sit through a lot of poor passing offenses for a long year. But now, again, like we've said over and over, and I think at the beginning of season 2, we really emphasized it, we're going to have to make cuts of guys that are going to be playing on other teams. And that is what sucks right now about this wide receiving group. That is the only thing that sucks about this wide receiving group. Because you have Stephon.
But you'll take it. You'll take it.
Absolutely. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Because if you told me 2 years ago that Stephon Diggs, Emmanuel Sanders, and Cole Beasley would be 3 of your, like, the top 3 starters on your offense, I would tell you, how much are you smoking and how much did it cost you? Because there's no way those 3 dudes will ever be on the same team together. Yet, here we stand. Correct?
Correct.
I'm going to tell you what else. McKenzie, that's 4. Gabe Davis, obviously. Right? That's 5. Number 6, Kumaro. Kumaro makes this team. He's making a huge impact on this team. They love him. They don't know how he ever got back to them after they let him go to New Orleans for a hot minute. And Aaron Rodgers is sitting there bitching about him and Micah Hyde being let go as far back as 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, he was one of the guys that Aaron Rodgers was pissed off
Yeah.
about leaving.
He
Or
still
the
is.
Green Bay Packers letting him go.
He thought he could have been a start, or like the 4th wide receiver or whatever. I mean, I think, and if you're watching anything, if you're keeping up with training camp at all, dude, this guy is killing it. He's absolutely killing it. So those 6 for sure. I'm really, really, really on the fence because I don't think they're gonna keep 7. I want them to keep 7. I really like Isaiah. I like the idea of Tanner Gentry. I don't know, the rookie.
Stevenson.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna go 6. I'm going to go 6. And then those are the 6. Go ahead.
Scott.
See, I have at least 7.
Let me clear my throat.
I have at least 7, and I have a 7 or 8 here. And the surprise cut would be if they only went with 7. Stephon, Cole. Stephon, the number 1 receiver in the league last year. Cole Beasley, arguably the number 1 slot receiver last year. And Gabriel Davis, who I think is going to be the number 2 wide receiver this year over Emmanuel Sanders. I do have Emmanuel Sanders being my 4th wide receiver, and this is when things get a little hairy. I do see Isaiah Hodgins making the roster. That's 5. I do see Jake Kumaro making the roster. That's 6. So who did I not mention?
Don't you even dare. You're saying McKenzie gets cut?
I'm thinking
Josh Cook agrees with you.
No
if
way.
Marquez Stevenson does a good enough job kick returning, and he can be that slot receiver. He's faster. He's a fast runner. He's like a 4.340. I can see Isaiah McKenzie, if they only keep 7, being the cut, and Markel Stevenson, the rookie, taking that spot. I can. And obviously Isaiah is safe if they keep 8, but I don't see him keeping 8. So that's my surprise pick. He did sign a 1-year deal, and this is where things get a little interesting. He signed a 1-year deal with the Bills, with the roster the Bills already had. Stephon Diggs 3 years, Cole 2, Gabriel 3, and Isaiah Hodgins is still on a 3-year deal. So right there's 4 people with 3+ year or 2+ year deals. Marquez Stevenson, a rookie out of Houston, he was a late round draft pick. They signed a contract for 4 years for this kid. Usually when you're later 6th, 7th round, it's usually only a 2 or 3 year deal. They signed this guy for 4 years, so I think they have a lot of.
What's the money?
He's cheap. He's probably a rookie contract at $660,000.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
This is where
he
the
does
game's
enough
played.
in this pre.
I
if he did
love
enough
you. I love you so much.
I
But
think
there's
Isaiah
no
McKenzie
way.
was in jeopardy.
There's no way. There's no way to me that that happens. Like I just don't see. I don't see it happening. I see him keeping someone extra and keeping both of them, but I don't. I just cannot. The way it's as high as they are on McKenzie right now, and all you've heard about is how much he's worked and he's been showing up in practice and I mean you hear nothing but good stuff about all the wide receiver core for most part, except for Duke Williams. You don't hear anything about Duke, but other than that, it's you hear at least snippets from everything. I'll tell you what, Isaiah Hodgins, they're talking about him he's not getting off coverages. He had those couple great plays, but he can't get off coverages, and that's what they were scouting him in college. That, yeah, he's a great receiver, but he doesn't have the physical traits to get off coverage.
He's 6'4", 210 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with Hodgins is you're right.
Lengthy.
He's a perfect inside the 20 wide receiver. Mm-hmm. But you're going to keep a roster spot just for that.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Where you got someone like Isaiah McKenzie that can run that jet sweep we know he can run it. He can pass the ball. He's throwing a touchdown pass.
The biggest thing for
or
me
you can have Markel Stevenson doing it at a 4.340.
I think the biggest thing for me is that Isaiah's proved he's proved that he can do it in the NFL, right?
Swank.
So if it came down to it, that's the only thing for me. What?
No, his resume. He's really never had a negative play, right? His love for the team, for the Buffalo Bills, is high. His camaraderie. Oh my gosh, my words.
Camaraderie.
Great teammate, right?
Hell of a guy. He's a hell of a guy.
Hell of a guy. Heck of it. That some bitch.
You saw him when they put him in the slot position last year, right? What do you have? He had a kick return he had 3 touchdowns in the game.
Well, he's no doubt made a name for himself if Beasley goes down.
I'll tell you right now, man, Joey Hatch Jr., he makes a very good point, and I'll sit here and eat crow a little bit on my point. He said Sanders can do the jet sweeps and stuff like that, like he did in San Francisco. McKenzie gets cut, and we keep Stevenson. All right. I can see a little bit of that.
I'm telling you, if this Stevenson kid shows up in preseason, it might be a forced hand. But again, like you said, McKenzie has done all the work. He is produced. He's got the numbers to show in regular season football, real football. So that'll be tough. But we're looking at a 4-year contract versus a 1-year contract, a $600,000 a year guy for 4 years, or a guy that is going to demand over. He's only on a 1-year contract, and if he shows out this year, he's going to demand 2 next year.
Yeah.
So, and we got to pay Josh Allen. So if they're comparable, then someone's got to go, and it's going to be the guy that's a little more expensive, a little older, a little lesser contract.
Yeah, or if they don't get the extension done by September, right? Which, I mean, they're known, everybody across the league's known for making like those right down to the wire early September like extensions, right? If it doesn't happen, that's the best case scenario for Isaiah McKenzie. I don't think he has to worry about anything, because if they wait until this off season, which, as we've said here, we think that would be dumb to give Josh Allen another year to show you why you owe him so much money.
With 17 games.
Yeah.
And all that you brought
and beyond, in. Yeah. But like, yeah, man, I don't know. That might be exactly what Isaiah needs, is ride out the year. And I don't see him going past this year. I mean, I don't know. Cole's still got another year, right? If he doesn't go crazy or do whatever.
Cole's got 2 years left.
Yeah. So it's
we have Cole, Gabriel Davis, and Stephon Diggs for 2+ years still.
Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders is also a 1-year deal too. So like, there's a lot of options at the end of the season. But it's interesting, man. It's just it's so cool to be in this position.
Yeah,
there's like
that's what I was just
so
gonna
many
say.
options.
Yeah. We're going to lose some people that everyone likes, and that's just part of the process. Trust the process, as we always say, as the Buffalo Bills always say. We're going to see some guys that we really like not make the team this year, but they'll be playing on other teams, which hopefully it's not in the AFC East. My guys, Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis, slot is Beasley. Then I have Isaiah Hodgkins making it, Stevenson making it, and Sanders making it. I just have 6.
Okay.
But, man, it's a good problem to have. And if you live by my motto, whatever 53, 54, 55 are playing on Sunday, you got to root for that, red, white, and blue. The ultimate goal is to win that championship and get it back here in Buffalo so we can all be happy, right?
Word.
Word up. So, Jarrod, we've got a couple minutes left. Why don't you show people what they win if they leave a comment tonight?
If you simply left a comment tonight, you're going to be on the Fandemonium Wheel of Destiny to win this Matt Barkley autographed card.
And
173 out of 250. And we'll throw this your way too. Notorious Diggs shirt. Not the one I'm wearing, but we'll send you a clean one.
That's a damn nice looking T-shirt.
I like it. I like it.
And if you're just tuning in now, we are having a week-long donation drawing. For the drawing is for a Taron Johnson jersey next week and a Andre Reed helmet, first and second place. And what the donation is for our partner in Buffalo Autographs, www.buffaloautographs.com, Ryan Hickman. Our partner, our friend, had a rough couple weeks, and the guy would give his shirt off his back to help anyone. He has done it. He's done raffles and stuff, and he is a very generous gentleman. And we just want to return the favor, pay it forward. And we're going to do a week-long thing, $5 a donation. You can donate as many times as you want to the Cash App and Venmo that we have over here, and you'll be in the drawing for that next week. Next week's show will start at 8:30 like normal, and I'll do a live random number generator for the first prize, Taron Johnson, and the second prize, Andre Reed. That easy. And we will have posts during the week reminding people and how to make it easy for you to get to the Cash App and Venmo.
Oh, yeah.
Also, if you're still watching, after the show's done, jump on over to the Facebook page, Buffalo Autographs. Ryan says he has something going on there. How awesome.
Awesome.
Who's on your practice squad?
All right, guys, this will bring our night to the end. Season 2, episode 21. We want to thank the Fandemonium for, again, participating like crazy. It's always fun. These guys have been
we had 30 plus the whole night.
Yeah,
you guys are
rock.
Killer, man. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
All right, so Scott, got any closing thoughts for tonight?
No, guys, we're 10 days, just 10 days away from our first game against the Lions. I did see something saying that NFL Network's going to have all 3 of our preseason games, which is pretty sweet. But pay attention to what we do during these preseason games. It's never been done with just 3. It'll be interesting to see how teams play it out, who they start the first week, who they sit. But we've got a lot to watch. And playing on the K-Gun Report, talking about that, we're gonna watch the tape, the film, and decide be our general manager on the couch here and tell you what we think. But we want you to join that conversation with you because we're just as excited as you are. And let's talk Bills football. The season hasn't started yet, and we got 30 people playing around with us and having that conversation. Keep it up. Tell your friends. Share, like, tag your friends. We're new to YouTube. Be sure to subscribe there because we're growing. You're growing. It's all because of you, and we love talking to you. So go Bills. Go Bills. Go Bills.
Go Bills. Swank.
Got me so pumped.
I just want to bark at the screen right now.
Yo, so big happenings here, man. You guys are awesome. Thanks for spreading the word. Continue to do that, please. Like Scott was saying, the only way we grow is if you guys help us out, man. And, we get together on Tuesdays. We have a great time. We love talking with you guys. We love busting each other's balls and pretending like we know everything about the Bills. And, we know a little. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, man, it's just so much fun. Like, it's so much fun. It's so much fun hooking you guys up. It's so much fun interacting. It's so much fun helping out a friend of ours like Ryan. So, somebody was just saying, I think Eater just said, man, we're mafia, we're family. Like, I'm not one of those dudes that throws that kind of stuff around lightly, and I really feel that here. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for being part of this, and thanks to you Reed boys, man, for making Tuesdays so enjoyable for me. So we got a lot going on. Please like, share, subscribe. If you're interested, you can come hang out with us every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. on Facebook Live for the K-Gun Report, or you could go over to YouTube for the K-Gun Report, or you could listen to Spotify, Apple Podcast, Anchor, to the K-Gun Report, because we're on all those platforms. We're everywhere. It's amazing. We're going to buy a billboard. We're going to rent out a commercial for the Super Bowl. We're going to tattoo it on your ex-wife's ass. It's going to be amazing, dude. Thank you guys so much.
You never say ex-husband's ass, by the way, Swank.
I never had an ex-husband.
True.
Oh, yo, and tune in next week for the Brent Thompson Swank chug-off, which will be shotguns. Beautiful.
Maybe we'll arrange Brent to come on the Zoom here so we can have a competition. Here
Oh, that'd be a great idea. You guys in? You guys doing it?
Me?
I suck at shotguns.
I suck at shotguns.
You got a whole week to prepare. You got a whole week to prepare. You got it.
All right, guys, a couple things. Don't let me forget. If I forget anything, let me know. We want to say, first of all, we're glad we're not the GMs, because these are going to be some tough decisions in the next couple of weeks for this Buffalo Bills roster. If you said, hey, for those tickets to the practice for Saturday, you have to contact Jimmy. Last name Scott McLaughlin Jr.?
McLaughlin Jr., yep.
McLaughlin
Jimmy
Jr.
McLaughlin Jr.
After the show tonight, tune in to Buffalo Autographs, the Facebook page. Let's see what Ryan has to do over there. He wants everybody to come over and visit. Again, thank you, everyone, for participating tonight. You guys are crazy. We're crazy. We're Bills fans. Hey.
10 days.
Yeah, we got 10 days till the preseason game. We have about almost 7 days now. Let's get that $5 in. We'll put you on a list, and then we'll do a random drawing on the number generator so you guys can win this. And all donations go to the Hickman family. Ryan does wonderful things for us. So it's time to return the favor.
Chancey just put up the comment of the night. He says, LFG, my money's on Swank. I think he's talking about the Chugs.
Chugs. Is it the beard? All right, we'll see everybody next
After
week.
it gets absorbed.
Spilling it. 8:30 next Tuesday.
Love you guys, man. Go
9
Bills.
o'clock, we'll stop the donations at 9 o'clock. Do we agree at 9 o'clock? And then we'll spin it to see who gets that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. See you next week, Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great week. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
This is a dangerous group.